People often think that losing weight is split between half diet and half exercise, but the truth is that this only accounts for about 25% of the process. Another 25% comes from getting good sleep, and the remaining 50% is about keeping the promises you make to yourself. And fortunately, if you start a diet now, there is an easy way to make it nearly impossible to fail. The first step is to get inspired. There is always something, a moment, that makes you decide you want to change. It could be seeing someone much fitter than you, or even looking at a picture of yourself and realizing that things need to change. This inspiration is powerful, but unfortunately, it lasts only for one day. So, what comes next is setting a clear, realistic, and measurable goal with a deadline. For example, something like I will lose 2 kilos by July 1st and another 2 kilos by August 1st is a goal you can measure and still have checkpoints along the way to keep you motivated. The next step is to create a detailed plan to achieve that goal. This plan could be as simple as swapping your usual high-calorie breakfast for a 1-kilometer run followed by a bowl with 15 large strawberries and 3 boiled eggs. Believe it or not, this change is enough for you to start losing fat within a few weeks, but having the plan isn't enough. You need to make it easy to follow, and that involves preparation. You need to buy the strawberries, cook the eggs the night before, and have your running clothes ready. When you wake up, the easiest action will simply be to follow the plan. If you continue buying unhealthy foods and leaving them visible, it means you're not really committed to your diet. The idea is to make healthy foods easily accessible and temptations harder to reach. Of course, even with planning, there will be difficult moments, like when you go to a restaurant and see a menu full of high-calorie options, or when you encounter that irresistible dessert. In these moments, it's easy to fall into temptation and think, one cheat meal won't hurt. I'll start the diet tomorrow. Never do that. These are the 5 most dangerous words for anyone trying to lose weight. In those moments, you need to use willpower to stay firm. Willpower is the ability to say no to your own impulses. You can train your willpower by anticipating all the excuses you will want to make and preparing to say no to them. However, remember, willpower is not infinite. You're better prepared when you avoid temptations from the start. Now, a powerful tip to make your motivation stronger is to turn actions into habits. When you start doing something for long enough, it becomes automatic. For example, if you start waking up every day to run and eating the strawberries and eggs, your plan will become much easier to follow. Over time, you will find it easier and easier, to the point where you might actually start to enjoy eating healthy and exercising. From there, the change will no longer be a choice, but a part of your personality. That is the ultimate goal. But of course, let's talk about fat loss. There is no perfect way to measure results other than progress photos and the weight on the scale, which should be checked at least once a week. In the beginning, you might not see significant changes because your body starts losing fat in places you probably can't see. But as you start to notice visual progress, it becomes more and more evident. To measure your progress more effectively, you should weigh yourself every morning, knowing that weight can fluctuate depending on factors like water retention and the types of foods you consume. The most important thing is to look at progress from week to week, not from day to day. Now, you've probably heard that to lose weight, you need to eat fewer calories than you burn. If your body burns 2,000 calories a day and you consume 1,700, your body will begin using stored fat to make up the 300 calorie deficit. The more calories you cut, the faster you will lose weight, but it will also become harder to maintain. That's why it's important to make adjustments as you go, without giving in to the temptation to cut too many calories. To make things easier, you can use online calorie calculators to find out how many calories you should consume per day based on your activity level. However, this number may be inaccurate, as each person's metabolism is different. If you notice your weight doesn't change after a few weeks, adjust your calories to lose more weight. A more practical way to manage this is by eating minimally processed foods. Swap processed foods like chips and sweets for fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These foods are more nutritious and fill you up with fewer calories. This way, it will be easier to stay in a calorie deficit without starving. Now, if you're truly committed and want an extra boost, try the 100% natural product that has helped thousands of people lose weight quickly and healthily. Don't waste any time. The link is in the comments. Click now. Another important tip is to avoid snacks, especially the higher calorie ones. Most people snack because they're bored or stressed, not because they're really hungry. Stopping eating outside of meals helps avoid extra calorie intake. If you feel the need to snack, opt for healthy options like fruits or vegetables. Also, drink plenty of water, as water fills the stomach and can reduce hunger. It also helps avoid calorie-laden drinks like sodas, juices, and milkshakes. If you follow these guidelines, you'll find that losing weight becomes easier without major difficulties. Finally, exercising is essential. Weightlifting, walking more, and doing cardio are great ways to burn calories. But even though diet is more important for fat loss, exercise speeds up the process. Don't forget to follow our channel. It's very important that you follow us so that we can help create more content for you.